I made a rover. This rover has some advanced features, so let's go over them real quick. This is a climbing rover, built for rough terrain, and that's why it's got these rocker arm suspensions up front. These are really handy at getting over rough terrain, but they're terrible at actually being controllable. You can't control wheels with WSAD if they're attached to a physics object like a rocker arm, so instead you just have to pin them to rotors and spin the rotors. This means that although it's really great for getting over stuff, you can't turn, and your traction is crap. There are some solutions. One of the things I do is I have a pair of controllable wheels attached to my actual core body. I can't, unfortunately, ask these wheels for how fast they'd like to be spinning, so I can't detect W and S, but I can detect A and D because I can ask them how far they're tilted. And then I can just pass that information to the rotors and get myself a nice, tight spin. See? Another thing I do is, unlike most of these ships, I don't run at a flat 60 rotations per minute. That's the maximum speed you can normally get. But instead what I do is I detect when a wheel is sticking, like that, and I reduce the speed. Now the reason for that is because you get much better traction if you reduce the speed that you're trying to aim for. It's some interesting idiosyncrasy in the simulation, but it means that I have traction that is around twice as good as everyone else's. In fact, my traction is better than you get with all controllable wheels, because the controllable wheels, when you press W, they go to max speed, and when you press S, they go to max speed in reverse. And they're actually even worse. They don't spin at 60, they spin at 120. At least I think that's what they spin at. So their relative speed is even worse, and you end up with even less traction. So this ship has a lot of really great traction. Unfortunately, because the rotor spins so much more slowly than the wheels, we do end up with some issues where our maximum speed on the ground here is only 10 meters per second, which is just too slow. I'm trying to think of good solutions for that. I haven't really come up with any yet. Anyway, let's climb some hills. The last piece of the puzzle is those gravity blocks on the front there, those mass blocks. I was trying to show you what I was doing and I didn't pay enough attention. Let's back up and try again here. You can see how they turn on and off in complex patterns. What they're doing is they are shifting the weight to whatever wheel is going to be able to pull us most efficiently. And that means that once I can get my front legs over a lip, like this, they get a lot more traction. And I don't have any problems getting over stuff. Now obviously this is still a vehicle with follows physics rules, so you can do things like bottom out or find things that are a little bit too rough for it. But in general, this is a much, much better vehicle than most of its competitors. The only thing I really don't like about it is the low maximum speed. Anyway, if you wanted to see how this works, you can go grab it. This world belongs to someone else. It's Wasted Space's world, so I can't really share it. Even if I could share it, even if you did download it and paste this vanilla ship into it without any difficulties, this is intended for a natural gravity situation. I'm running with natural gravity right now. But by default, Wasted Space's world does not contain natural gravity. So you'd either have to add 8,000 pounds of artificial masses, which would be 4, or you will have to put a natural gravity mod in. 8,000 kilograms. Did I say pounds? Sorry, it's late. This has no gyros, no thrusters, no spaceballs. It's just a pure wheeled ship. Let's see if we can climb that over there. This might be a little bit too rough for us. I'm thinking about making a mech, but joints are so flimsy. I'm a little bit worried that they will break. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't do it. Oh, there, we just got a gravity block engaged. And... Come on, can we get our other gravity block engaged? Here, come on, mass blocks. No. Yes, yes, got it, got it. Oh, we're not going to actually manage to get across, though, are we? We're just going to hurdle the top. That's a shame. Shoo. We could probably get over that if we wanted to, but let's go ahead and look at some other location, like over here. So this ship does take some getting used to because its steering is so tank-like, and that means that if you try and turn left, your left wheels will stop moving forward, which is often going to confuse you. But if you are judicious with the turn, you can actually make it so that they turn slowly rather than not turning at all. I'm talking about the wheels, not the whole vehicle. And so, for example, if I wanted to turn left, if I want to turn right here, I could just like gently nudge it, and I would get a good combination. There's a lot of stuff I would like this to be able to do that it can't do. But I think that this is better than most people have managed, and I hope that you have gotten interested in the idea of rovers. Keep in mind that we are doing some rover testing on Monday, so feel free to drop by with a rover of your own or play with this one. And you can see what you can climb with this sort of climbing rover if you'd like. Just keep in mind that those rear wheels are controlled by you, so you have to hold W if you want to use them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah! You can do it. Oh, this is a pain in the butt. I really wish I could turn those wheels properly. There are advantages to being able to turn without turning the wheels, but there are a lot of disadvantages too. Alright, that's not going to work. Alas. You can't win them all. Oh, controls. That's right. It's really late, so I forgot. 2 toggles backwards. See? And 1 toggles forwards. You can toggle between forwards and backwards without stopping if you'd like, so we could just reverse now if we wanted to. And now we could just go forward again. Yay! It's a medium cargo bay and 2 seats. Shall we go into that cave over there? I think that's a cave. If it's not a cave, let's go ahead and ram the side of that rock. It's just a rock. Oh no! Whatever will happen. My money's on nothing. Bonk. That's it. I'm gonna go to sleep.